Okay, now to explain my background of Survivor, along with showing you guys my Survivor collection, which I've got right here. I don't think you guys can see it. So, my background with Survivor. Well, I first came into contact with Survivor when Survivor All-Stars was first airing, but I missed on the first two episodes. But I got hooked to the show after, Colby was voted out. I'm not going to get into any details about my feelings there, though. Then I watched all the seasons that followed until Fiji ended, but I always missed out on one episode while the series was airing. That was really annoying, but it doesn't matter. So then, when my dad didn't get cable, there was a couple of years where I had no interaction with Survivor at all. But then I got my laptop, and then I discovered that you could view seasons on here and all that, so I started watching the seasons, and then when Heroes vs. Villains came on, I started watching along with watching seasons that I hadn't seen before, so over the past couple of years since HVV has been airing, I have seen seasons 1 through 11 in perfect order, and I've also seen 20 through 24, which is airing right now, but I do know what happens in every other season because before I discovered that the seasons were on YouTube, I just read a lot about Survivor seasons. So yeah, a lot of seasons I did have spoilers for, but I don't totally mind that in most cases because it has been a reasonably enjoyable show, and the new seasons have made up for that, I think. Yeah. So I'm going to give you a quick overview about what I think about the eras of Survivor. I break it up into these categories, I'll talk about them as we go. There's the old school Survivor, which is seasons 1 through 11, even though 10 and 11 are kind of transitional seasons. That's the era of Survivor I honestly like best. I can't really explain why, I just prefer that season. I enjoyed almost every season, even though I don't really like Marquesas, and I didn't like Thailand. But I have to admit, though, I'm getting them all on DVD, even Marquesas. I'm betting I'll pick that up because I want to get the complete Boston Rob experience because I'm a Rob fan. But Thailand, I don't think I'm going to pick up unless I get every other season, which I'm not totally sure I will. Then there's, the new school, which is seasons 12 through 20, honestly. I know that there are some good seasons, and from what I remember, I did enjoy bits of the seasons that I've seen, and I do look forward to seeing seasons 12 through 19. But I honestly don't think I'm going to that. I honestly think my opinion of this era isn't as good as the old school, even though it is still an engaging show. I mean, like, I could go back and forth about why I prefer old school versus new school, but there's good things about all of it, and kind of change is necessary to keep the show going. But, like with many people, I'm of the opinion that maybe now is a good idea to go kind of back to old school, just to try that again. Yeah. And then we get to the third era of Survivor, which is basically post-HVV. Even though Nicaragua was just like the seasons before it, the medallion and the pound didn't make that much difference. So people out there seem to be strongly divided. They either seem to enjoy these seasons reasonably, or they absolutely despise them. Me, personally, I've enjoyed the seasons. Yes, I agree the cast wasn't that much likable in Nicaragua, but I did enjoy a lot of it. And then I did enjoy Redemption Island in South Pacific, but I am willing to admit that I enjoyed them because I'm a Rob fan and I was a Coach fan. Okay? Had I not been a fan of either of those two players, I think I would have enjoyed those seasons a whole lot less. And this season, well, I'm a Kim fan. I'm going to admit that right now, I'm a Kim fan. I'll get into, I think I'll discuss it a bit in my next couple of videos. But I do like One World. So basically, the old school season was the best, but I still like the show for what it is and just about everywhere. Now, I'll show you my Survivor collection. I've got most of the stuff here, though a couple things I don't have, but I'll explain what they are. Basically, when it comes... So, there is one item that I previously had, but I don't have anymore. It's one of those Choose Your Fate books, where, like, you have, 10 teenagers that are split into 2 tribes of 5, and then you decide, like, which tribe wins the reward challenge. You can decide who wins individual immunity, you can decide who gets voted out once the tribe merges. I had the first one, which is in Thailand, and my favorite outcome is where the contestant April wins. Although I do like the character of Randy, but I have to admit the book isn't too great as, well, Lily, I'm going to spoil this for you guys, makes the final 3 no matter what happens, and she makes the top 2 in all but 2 combos out of 5 or 6, so yeah, I kinda wish they had tried to do that differently, but that's my only complaint. So that's the one item that I've gotten rid of. Now here's all the official bits of Survivor. I'm in my garage, so that's why all that stuff is here. Here's my only buff. Survivor 1 World, the Solani buff. I got this because I got this back when we were in the pre-merge section because I was a Solani fan before and after the tribal merge. I'm going to give me another one because I want one as a display piece, but one that I wear. I'm hoping to get that before the finale. I'll explain why later, probably when I get it. Now for my DVDs, I only have 3 seasons. Australia, probably my favorite old school season. Survivor Palau, probably my second favorite. Yes, this trumps Borneo, though I did enjoy it. And Survivor All-Stars. I got this for the extras, mainly, not because I think this is a great season, this is about in the middle. Actually, it's in the lower group of the middle. If that doesn't make any sense, put it this way, it's the lowest ranking season of the old school seasons, but is not in the category of seasons that I hate. So, I do enjoy aspects of it, but again, I'm a Boston Rob fan. It's hard to align this flip camera, I don't have a screen that goes on the side. I do have non-official DVDs of seasons 11, 13, and 16, but since apparently they're going to be coming out on DVD, I aim to replace those. And I got them pretty much a year ago, so by then I had good reason to, because there was no word of them coming out on official DVD. But I definitely aim to replace them, even though I have seen Guatemala already. And I'm going to tell you right now, I'm actually a fan of that season. So, yeah, that pretty much explains my background to Survivor. Join me next time for my background to this current season, Survivor 1 World.